Good morning, gorgeous. I got a channel message. There is no obstacle. There is only a prolonged moment of faith and surrender. That moment of faith and surrender might feel costly. It might feel uncomfortable. It might even feel terrifying. But ultimately, there is a version of you on the other side of it already victorious. All you have to do is get through. So, this is for a lot of us right now who are being challenged, okay? So that message was perfect because it talks about how there is no obstacle. A lot of us feel like there's this huge obstacle or multiple obstacles that are keeping us from getting where we need to go. But ultimately, all there is a prolonged moment of faith and surrender. And that's because a lot of us are being tested to see how persistent we are, to see how perseverant we are, to see how brave and courageous and fearless we are, to see how committed we are. So please just know that if this is for you, there's already a version of you on the other side victorious, okay? And let that version guide you forward. The version of me that exists on the other side is guiding me forward. And I am here to guide you forward. And Spirit is guiding us all, okay? Whatever you believe in, God, the universe, divine, angels, 1111 might be coming up a lot for you. Like daily, sometimes multiple times a day. You might be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, animals, other angel numbers. Just, you might be dreaming a lot, waking up, if whether or not you remember them, you might just wake up exhausted. Every day for the past week, I've woken up exhausted. Even though I went to bed at 9:40 last night. I was so tired. And I still woke up just feeling fucking drained. And it's because we're working in the astral right now. There's something about the energy. I just heard momentum picking up. Woo, take a deep breath with me. Just release anything that is keeping you feeling stagnant or stuck or afraid. And know that you are, this moment is your moment, is what I'm hearing. It's your moment to overcome something. Okay? A past version of you is potentially holding you back, making you think that you're still that version, that you're not going to make it, that were never worthy of it, or that what other people thought about you was correct. You know, if you've been surrounded by people that just didn't see you, you've been standing right in front of them this whole fucking time and they looked right over you because they just, I wanted to say they thought you were worthless. I really struggle with saying that because that's a painful thing to think or hear. That's how it feels, at least for some of you. You feel like people around you just didn't care about your value. They didn't see it. They didn't appreciate it. They walked all over you. They probably abused you, or this isn't for everyone. But you know who you are. Some of you guys have been meant for big things your whole life, okay? But you have been surrounded by people that didn't see your value, and so you didn't see your value either. And it got to a point where you just thought, these dreams are just dreams. They're not real. They're never going to come true. That's only true if you allow it to be true. Okay? That's only true if you allow it to be true. I am feeling myself rising into a new sense of power and authority, I heard, in myself within the last couple weeks. I told some of you guys I go through these periods every couple months, every 6 to 8 weeks, roughly. It varies, but it's been going on for almost a decade now. And it's just Spirit's way of giving me an opportunity to continue growing. And I've already transformed just since this last one. I don't think I've fully gotten to the other side to witness the full transformation, but I can feel it. It's completely overtaking me every single day for weeks now. You might be releasing a lot of things in a conscious way and in a subconscious way. Okay, I talked about letting go of a really old boyfriend in a dream the other night and feeling the emotions as if they were present in that exact moment in real life. That's because it was. In a real way, I was letting go of whatever I was holding on to with that relationship. And for a lot of us, it's going to be the ones that impacted us first, our first love, or, you know, we might be carrying around remnants of our old selves, of other people's views of us. These are the things that we're going to be shedding, whether consciously or in our dreams. Just know that this is not an average moment. This is not an average time. And I'm also being guided to talk about the eclipses coming up. According to astrologers, which I'm not one of them, on the 2nd of September is when eclipse season officially starts, because it's like the prequel, the new moon before the full moon, where we have a full lunar eclipse. So just know that eclipse season is a fucking intense time for transformation. And if you are feeling a lot of pressure building or momentum building at this moment, that's because you're about to step through a portal during the eclipse. I heard the new moon. Okay, so maybe the new moon leading up to the eclipse. But either way, important dates are September 2nd and September 18th, I believe. So buckle up, okay? And there's some J's out my window that agree. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know? Get centered in yourself, I heard. Make sure to ground every day. I don't know about you, but the energy's been so intense lately that I've been having trouble grounding. Even if I meditate for a long time, it's like my energy's still kind of all over the place. Just know that I heard you're going through changes, activations, light code activations. So even if you don't know what that means, just know that they're important and that your body might be acting very differently. You might be going through different sleep cycles, different diet, like you might have different cravings for things that you don't normally want. Or you might just not need to eat as much, or you need to eat twice as much. There might just be some kind of shift in your physical body that challenges you. And that's normal, okay? That's because you're being upgraded, is what I'm hearing. You're being upgraded, okay? And personally, I know that on the other side of whatever this is, I've let go of so much. The more you empty your cup right now, the more it's going to be filled. What I was going to say for myself is I know that on the other side of this, I'm celebrating. I can already feel something about what I've emptied my cup of is really, really creating space for blessings and miracles, okay? And they're not going to come in the way that you think they are, in your life or in mine. We need to stop projecting our assumptions onto things and people and start going back to gratitude. Always coming back to self-love, to grounding, to gratitude, okay? Waking up every day, setting your intention, asking for the kind of day and experience that you want to have in that moment, and always giving gratitude, okay? So even if you wake up in the morning and you don't even set your intentions, but all you do is wake up and say thank you. Thank you for that sleep. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for this, whoever's laying next to you, whether it's your cat. If there's nobody laying next to you, there's a million other things to give gratitude for. There's so many things to be grateful for. Challenge yourself, okay, to be grateful in a way that you've never been grateful. Challenge yourself to open your heart to trusting that miracles can come into your life. Not just miracles, but I heard everyday miracles. So things that don't necessarily seem miraculous. Like, say, for instance, you've been alone for a decade, and then somebody comes into your life that really changes your life, the quality of your life. It's not a miracle, per se, in the way that people think of it, but it is a beautiful blessing that you should be grateful for. And a lot of us have been closed off to new people, new things, because we're afraid of getting hurt again, and I totally understand. Okay, I was such a hermit for 4 years, during the pandemic, and then extending out because I was going through ego death and a spiritual awakening and all this shit, and I was realizing that all the people around me were not serving this new version of me, and so I had to strip them away one at a time. Got to a point where I had nothing left in my cup. I got rid of everything, my old business, all my old friends, my old family, because, we create new family, soul family, my house, the town I was living in, my profession, like my identity, everything. I've sacrificed it all. All right, this is the look of a crazy person, because that's the kind of energy you need to have to go through this journey and make it out the other side. You don't need to have the energy of a crazy person, but you just need to have the energy of a person who knows that it's going to push you to points where you think you're not going to make it through the other side. And there have been many, many points that I have felt like I can't do this. But I continue to show up every day, and I continue to lead and guide, and it's like I finally feel like I'm carving out a little spot, or a big spot at the top of this tier that I've been climbing, and I'm ready to step up to the next level, okay? And so are you. And if you're not, it's because you're postponing it, okay? I said this the other day. Some of you guys are choosing to postpone your blessings or this work because you're scared or you feel like you can't do it. It's fine. You can do that. Just know that you're postponing everything else too. Not just the work, but the finished product, the other side. A lot of you guys are just saying no, and that's okay. But I get on here almost every day to tell you it's time to start moving again. It's time to start trusting yourself again. It's time to start believing in something again. It's time to start believing in yourself again. And God, the universe, source, the divine, miracles, magic, okay? And if you need some support, I would be honored to work with you. All right, I also just want to say that I was guided to start posting less content for free. I've been really trying not to make this about money, but Spirit's just like, you got to cover yourself. So things have been blocked in all these other directions so that I could kind of realize that I'm a business owner, and it's okay for me to run this like a business, at least to the degree that makes sense and is still in alignment with God. So I am going to start requesting more support from you guys. I'm going to start asking for what I need. That's not an easy thing for me. A couple months ago, you watched me struggle through even getting through a sentence about that. And now I'm owning it more and more because I know that I'm worthy of it. I'm worthy of support, and so are you. So if you struggle with asking for support, part of my job is also to show you that it's okay to do that. Okay? It's not easy for me. It's getting easier. But if you want to have access to bonus content, I'm going to start doing part 2s to my readings. I'm going to do my subliminals over there. This is both on YouTube and Patreon. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can become a member and gain access to all this old footage too, just like bonus footage of me. Only the dorks are going to enjoy that as much as I do, because it's really interesting to see my process. And I've gone through a lot of crazy shit that I haven't shared on my channel. But it'll be shared with those of you that are, a safe space. And I feel like when people invest in me and they show up as somebody investing in me, it feels safe for me to show up and also give more. So I'm giving myself an opportunity to give more to the people that are invested. But either way, please comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching this from. People can find you, comment, and engage with you that way. And it helps me get the algorithm out to more people, because I really ultimately am meant to lead a large collective. And I've just had to slog through some slow moving energy to get to who I need to be in order to lead that collective. But now I also need your help by supporting what I do, if you appreciate it, okay? I can't do this without you. Also, if you want to book or donate, please go through my website, sacredmuseproject.com. Please don't get scammed. There are people pretending to be me and taking people's money. And of course, if you want to support the real person doing the work, make sure that you're sending money to the right person if you are booking or donating. Okay? I can't do this without you. All right? And we're about to head into some crazy times. So buckle up. Make sure you've got your routines in order, that you're taking care of yourself, that you're nourishing your body, getting plenty of rest, and that most importantly, you're not spending time with people that drain you, that are jealous of you, that are taking from you, that are not reciprocating, that don't respect you. No. And if I could come in there and protect you, I would. This is the closest I can get. But you need to get those fucking people out of your life with respect, okay? It's not a free pass to treat them like shit. Okay, treat them how you would want yourself to be treated, or somebody that you love. But do get away from them, please. Because you're not going to be able to do the work you need to do while you're surrounded by people like that. That's a fact, okay? So take another deep breath with me. Let's cleanse a little energy. Deep breath. And then when I shake this shaker, picture anything that isn't serving you leaving your energy, okay? Keep breathing. Imagine yourself grounding into the earth. Anything that isn't serving you is leaving you right now, okay? With love. We thank it for what it did for us, and we say goodbye. All right? Don't really let it all go. And in its place, we're going to put some divine love energy. All right? We're just going to fill that space. I'm an energy worker too. I haven't really stepped into this role as much as I need to, but I have this natural gift of energy healing. I have since I was young. I just didn't know it. So breathe it in. Make space in your heart. And release anything that isn't serving you. All right? Again, if you want to donate, book, sacredmuseproject.com. If you want to join my Patreon community or access featured bonus content on YouTube, you can see the information in the description box. You can also reach out with questions. But either way, just know that I love you. All right? You're not alone. All right. See you next time.